You need to stop watching porn as soon as possible. Guys, Jigga Jai back again, and we are back with another video for today. Stop watching porn. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. But before we do, make sure you drop a like. That's all I ask for. One like and a subscription for future updates. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So guys, porn. Why is it so bad? And I'll tell you why. But for the most part, most of you already know why. But here's a reminder and here's a harsh truth. Guys, you need to understand that porn is free. And if we go back in time, when something is free, what does that mean? That typically means you are the product. Now, you need to understand that society these days does not want men to operate with high testosterone levels, which a lot of you may already know, but here's a reminder. Society does not want you to operate with high testosterone levels. Now, why? Because when us as men have high testosterone levels, what does this mean? This means that you are ambitious. You don't tolerate bullshit from people. You really want to make your goals and dreams a reality. You are just on it every day. You get up and you're ready to conquer the day with whatever you are building within your lives. Now, how does this relate to porn, Jay? Because porn lowers your testosterone levels, and I'll explain. When it comes to porn, what can you do? You can go online, whether it's Google or any social media app, and you can do what? You can browse any category you want. Any fetish pause that you have in your head, you can look online and you can find it and you can watch it for free. You can even save it and download it on your phone. Now, what does this do? This creates an instant gratification mindset with your brain. So when you can view all of these girls naked online for free, and you can see all of these desires you have for free, that trains your brain over time and tells it, hey, we can get this instantly. We don't need women in real life. We don't need to bother messaging them or approaching them. We don't need to go on dates. We don't need that human connection because we can watch it all on our phone and laptop for free. That's very bad. That makes you think you can get things easily. Instant dopamine reward system in your brain. That messes you up over time because you don't just carry that mindset with women. You now carry it with business, with your mindset, with life on a day-to-day basis. If you've noticed, when you watch porn for a long time, after a long day or after some simple stress, you go and watch it as a reward. For what? You haven't done anything. You go and watch it to calm you down. That's the problem. Because as men, believe it or not, like it or not, you need stress to grow and push yourself. This is another component of having high testosterone levels. When your testosterone levels are high, right, you can tackle stress way easier. You can bring on all of these problems and tackle them way easier and way quicker. Porn lowers all of these things, bro. When it teaches you to have instant gratification, you no longer tolerate stress. Your testosterone drops. Your connections with women in real life drop. It starts to show on your face, especially with your eyes. This is why porn is so bad and this is why it's free. Now, I'm not talking about that premium crap that you can pay for. I'm talking about the basics. You can go on almost any social media app and you can definitely go on Google and you can see what you want for free. That's bad. And I know it's so hard to overcome because you're literally getting to see and watch the sexual desires you have as a guy. Pause. So you can't overcome this logically. You have to overcome porn psychologically. So how? Well, if porn rewards you and calms you down, right? And helps you just escape for a minute or a few hours for some guys, you need to replace it with something positive. You can't just cut it out and then do nothing because your brain will start to wander. And when you start to wonder, you're just eager, then you end up taking a peek, and then boom, you're back on it. You need to replace it with something positive. For example, when I used to watch it back in the day, I understood this and I started to see a pattern recognition. So I identified this pattern, and what did I do? I replaced it with something positive. So what did I replace it with? For me, I replaced it with two things: dating apps and educational podcasts. Why? Because dating apps is pursuing real women to meet up in real life and build a connection. And educational podcasts because I would learn things that would improve me as an individual if I applied the knowledge. And over time, from doing this consistently, I just ended up saying one day, I don't even give a fuck about porn anymore. And I never looked back. It's so easy when you figure out what to replace it with psychologically. But you can't just say and sit there, I quit, delete this, delete that, and then boom, do nothing else. You have to replace it when you do that. So that's how you can stop watching porn. And I'll be quite honest, this doesn't happen overnight. This doesn't even happen over weeks, bro. This happens over months, but for some of you, years. It doesn't happen quick. Maybe for 0.01% of people, but for the average person, it takes time. So don't be discouraged. I'll be honest. Don't be discouraged if you go back once and here and there. It's normal. You're a dude. Pause. You get horny. Pause. It's completely normal. But you need to replace it with positive things because it will destroy your life. Imagine you watch porn for 1 to 2 hours each day. Imagine that over the course of a week, months, and years. All of that time wasted when you could have put that time into starting a business, pursuing women in real life, all of these things. This is why you need to get rid of it as soon as possible. I don't care if you're 16, 18, 21, 24, 30, 36, 40, 45. You need to get rid of it as soon as possible. I'll even go as far as to say, look, I'd rather you pay for an escort than watch porn. That's how bad it is, bro. If you need to bust that bad, pause, I would rather you pay for an escort because porn will destroy your life, bro. And it will keep your testosterone low. And as I said, when your testosterone is low, you don't pursue nothing. Ambition goes out the window. Women, real connections with them go out the window. This is why you need to stop it as soon as possible. And yes, it takes time, but you need to try your best. And this is why you need to stop watching porn, guys. I hope you got some value from this video. Make sure you leave a like and you subscribe to the channel for future updates. And with that being said, guys, have a great day.